Okay, I have to kind of make a summary of the activity on my channel. I don't think I can get kicked off. I don't think that I can get kicked off. I made a video that's titled John McCain was excised from government, like he's in a tumor, right? And I made a video saying that Nikki Haley had been diagnosed with a tumor, like recently. I've clickbaited. I've said positive words endorsing Cosmo September Raw. What else have I done? I said shut up faggot. I said that. So all of these things would normally get you kicked off, and as you can see, my channel is fine. It's probably because it's a small channel, but I've heard that small channels were like the first target. Maybe not so. Maybe not so much. Now, it's possible that because I know that I have a lot of subscribers out of I don't have a lot of subscribers, but of the ones I have, only 5 of them are people. Like, only 5 or 10 of them are people. Like, maybe 5 of them talk to me. So I imagine that there's 10, or let's say 15 more who don't talk. Who don't comment, right? So that's 20. So that means like 25. The majority is probably sock accounts. Then that's enough to say that there's interest in the channel. Then they must be waiting for me to really stick my foot in my mouth. Well, I mean, given everything that I've said, you should have something right now. You know, you can't be waiting for me to fuck up much more worse than I already have. Only problem is that I kind of believe that shit. You know, like, is it refutable until somebody repudiates it? If nobody repudiates it, don't talk to me about some other shit. Don't do that. You know, like you I know that you have seen the content, so therefore, if you're talking to me about some nothing shit, you know, then there's something wrong with you. You know, you want to convince me that it's just commonplace to not be affected, right? To not get phased. I don't believe you. No, you look ridiculous. So what's the point, you know? Like, what is the point? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things I fucking can't know. Like, it's like I'm not privy to the information. I heard there was a bomb threat at my sister's job. My sister and my mom both know about it. They haven't told me shit. You know, like, but the same thing, you know, somebody, they made the perfect list. The perfect list actually hit close to home. You know, like the list of the people that was sent bombs, like, those are all the usual all the people that you would have thought the perfect right-wing wingnut would have targeted, and they made it so plain as to not even mistakenly leave anybody out. And it's like they're just drawing a straight. It's like if you got blackout bingo 5 times in a row or something like that, except that it seems more likely, so therefore let's just go ahead and do it, because they can't argue against it. You can't disprove a negative, right? You can't disprove a negative, so they have room to operate. And then so but, you know, I do not trust my mother's instincts or her intentions, and so something fucking fishy has always been going on. It's just metastasized. It's just metastasizing, and I can expect to be the same from her, you know? Like, I've told her many of the same things I said on this channel, and she likes to distract me when I'm talking. She does not like me to conclude. And if necessary, then the moment I'm about to wrap up my summation, she'll throw something in there to suggest that we'll pick this up another time, and like as if I wasn't even about to finish or to conclude. And it's just a lame strategy. And so this frequency or this mentality seems to be like somebody maybe filled out an order for like 90 more, like 90 fucking crates of the same shit, and it's not just, you know, it's because like it's too late for me to you know, it's too late for me. I actually need to get a ride to my job, since she goes the same direction that I go to, and the shift is 11 hours. You know, I get paid for 10.5 hours. I'm not actually considered an employee, so I don't have an hour lunch break. It's a 30-minute lunch break, and it takes 5 minutes to get to the lunch area and 5 minutes to get back. So it's a 20-minute lunch break, and then there's the other 3 15-minute long breaks that are actually, when you get out there, is you have 4 minutes before you have 5 minutes and you turn around and come back. You know, it's like, why can't people get a good contract, like work out a decent contract or something? Like, they didn't want to let me know that I could get compensation for being temporarily disabled when I got injured. They were gonna let me just fucking not receive anything, because you're not an employee. They don't fucking offer any advice. They don't try to tell you what you can do. I still went ahead and got it. But they tried to send me to the wrong conclusions. They tried to give me bad information, and they reluctantly did it. And then people ended up doing their job wrong, because they were telling me like, oh, it's swollen. It doesn't look swollen. It's your vein. And you're like, you're not a doctor, dude. You can't tell me my vein is where a contusion on a wrist is supposed to be. Like, you're just pointing at the vein, dummy. Like, what the hell? So anyways, like, these people didn't want to get me the help that I needed in time, and it metastasizes. So whatever this thing is with my sister's work, it's weird. It's like just like the funeral home thing, you know, shoddy ethics, really shoddy ethics, and also scandalous, like, just basically they just don't function. They don't have the function anymore. Can you imagine Geraldo Rivera finding out about the improperly stored frozen fetuses and those 12 or 11 infants that they found at this one house in a raid on funeral homes connected to the Detroit Medical Center? You know, do you know that nobody cares about that shit? I've talked to everybody. They're really it just blanks out like a spell. They blank out like it's a spell. They don't want to repudiate me. They don't want to call me an asshole. They don't want to say thank you. They don't want to say, oh, you're a little bit wrong. This is more correct. They just basically just know nothing. Just nothing. They're not free to comment on that. They made a pact. So, I mean, for fuck's sake, like, you got cancer. You got the cancer AIDS. And, you know, and I'll even take your slang and still use your slang. You know, because it was a thing. You know.